Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we continue with the Spectre Operations campaign Conflict Dubalah in a mission called Operation Banker. Background. After Sheikh Khalil al-Rahim was finally brought to safety by Shadowspear, he was subject to a lengthy interview by members of Task Force Montalongo. During the interview, he revealed a likely hideout for activities related to the purchase of the rogue nuke. Over the following days, surveillance was set up on the target building, which revealed an elevated level of OTP activity at the location. This activity included high-level OTP leadership and Fangs of the Serpent Operators prepping the site for something important. Task Force Montalongo has teams stationed nearby to move in at a moment's notice. Situation. Word from spotter teams to the north indicate a car carrying Salim al-Salam and a money man are moving to the Turhan Imports building. This coincides with increased levels of activity at the building itself. A small strike team of Task Force Operators led by Lieutenant Alan Downs is in position just east of the target building. They receive orders to interrupt the meeting and capture all VIPs. The Turhan Imports building is heavily defended by a mix of OTP militia and Fangs of the Serpent Operators. The OTP have been active in this area for days and have been setting up tripwires and early warning devices to warn them of approaching coalition forces. Mission. Task Force Downs must interrupt the meeting in progress and capture the Bagman and Salim al-Salam. Neutralizing them is only acceptable if they are about to escape. Task Force Downs. Each operator has body armor, night vision, silenced pistol with subsonic ammo, trauma kit, comms, one each frag, smoke, and stun grenades. All weapons are equipped with a red dot and a scope. So first in command here in the red base, we have Lieutenant Alan Downs with the silenced SMG and long-range comms. Next with the yellow base, we have Staff Sergeant John Baldwin. He is armed with a silenced carbine, whatever, underbarrel grenade launcher. Next we have Staff Sergeant Scott Driscoll, silenced carbine. And finally we have Sergeant Steve Russell, silenced SMG. And we also have a two-man sniper team, which is Sergeant Dan Klein and his spotter, and Dan is armed with a heavy sniper rifle. There's also one drone armed with Hellfire missile as an off-table asset that Lieutenant Downs has access to. Now we'll take a look at the terrorist forces. The terrorist forces are commanded by Salim al-Salam. This is him on the cell phone here. He is a professional commander, second in command of the OTP. He is armed with assault rifle, body armor, night vision, comms, long-range comms, frag, and smoke grenade. Here's the Bagman. This is Rafi al-Masood, militia soldier. He's stats are militia soldiers armed with a pistol. We also have 4 Fangs of the Serpent Operators. They are each armed with assault rifle, body armor, and night vision. So right now I just have them set up with 2 with Salim al-Salam, and I have 1 in each squad. And then there's a mixed variety of just random militia types with machine guns, assault rifles. We even have 1 sniper. So that is the terrorist force. They're also going to be able to deploy 2 6-inch tripwires connected to flares. Each flare will light up a 12-inch area for D3 turns when tripped, and it is nighttime if you didn't gather that by now. They're going to have a 1 6-inch tripwire connected to a frag grenade. And they're going to have access to 1 large IED. This can be triggered either by another tripwire, or it can be remote detonated by a Fangs of the Serpent Operator. For deployments, Task Force Downs will be deploying from the southeast table quarter, as this is where they have been lying in wait for this meeting to happen. Sergeant Klein and his spotter can deploy anywhere on the board in ghillie suits. The OTP force, so Salim al-Salam and the Bagman are going to be in the building. At least half of the force has to be deployed in the compound. The other half can be deployed either patrolling around the compound or maybe stationed on top of other buildings. And they will all be alert. They will all be on the lookout for any kind of coalition activity. The Fangs of the Serpent professional soldiers will be able to lead squads of militia, which will mean they are mentoring, which means that they will be able to raise the level of the squad they are commanding. So the militia will become trained at that point. So we'll see how that works out. They do have night vision as well. I'm not sure how it's going to work out with if they can have night vision but no one else can. I think we've run into this before, and I don't remember if we really resolved the issue, but we'll figure it out. So let's talk about the terrain real quick. We have our new Turhan Imports building by Black Site Studios, as well as the new cinder block walls. Very nice, as usual from the Black Site stuff. These are also Black Site, as are all these market stalls here. So a lot of stuff from Black Site. Our collection is growing, and it's making for better boards, I think. So all the buildings are going to be hardcover. It's going to be -3 to anyone shooting at anyone on top of this building due to the height of the wall here. -2 here. Other than that terrain, it's just going to be based on the amount of the target that is obscured. We got a patch of woods here, patch of woods here. The sand dunes are going to be a block line of sight, so if you can't see across it. If you're up on top, you can see over a lower level common sense stuff. These sand dunes are made by Andre. He's been pumping out some terrain lately, so it's good to have something different on the board. So thanks Andre for that. Let's see here. Other than that, patch of grass. It's gonna be light cover, -1 if you're in it, and pretty much that's it. There's not a lot of to talk about with terrain in this game, so we'll go ahead and get started with the game. So before Andre gets here, I've been reading up on the night fighting rules just to refresh my memory, and thought there was some things that I should mention. So first of all, at night, models without night vision. If you have night vision, it negates all of these. If you have a model with no night vision, you can only move his agility. And to give the Fangs of the Serpent guys with NVGs a benefit, if they're leading a squad, the squad can move as normal. Detection rules at night, without NVGs obviously, 6 to 12 inches, it's going to be a roll of 3+. -2 to that roll if moving tactically. And if the target is 12 to 24, you need a 6+ to spot them. Shooting, within 0 to 12 it's -1, 12 to 24 it's -2, and if you're 24 inches or greater, it's going to be -3 to your hit roll. And if the squad that is shooting has a operator, Fangs of the Serpent operator with night vision leading it, will reduce all those negative rolls by 1. So 0 to 12 will be 0, 12 to 24 will be -1, 24 and over will be -2. So that's going to be the night fighting rules that we're going to use tonight. I added the night vision goggle led squad stuff myself, so that's not in the book, but it's just a little house rule that we made. So now we will get started. So Andre's arrived, he's been briefed, he's been placing his men. He's going to be the militia, OTP, if I didn't mention that. And he's going to determine where he wants to put his IED, his trip flares and such, and then he's going to let you all know where they are, since I wasn't able to print the map, and then we'll get started.
Okay, terrorist forces. Well, off the top, I got a couple things. So we've got some light flare tripwires. The first one is going to go from this point right here, and there's this black dot out here in the middle of nowhere. That's exactly 6 inches. That's going to be a light flare. The flare is going to illuminate from the black dot there. We have another flare tripwire. It's going to be in 6 inches right here. So it's going to go from this moss right here through this moss to the edge at a 90-degree angle. Those are my 2 light flares. I have a with a tripwire, and it will illuminate over on this side. Also, I've got a tripwire running from the corner to this corner of the wood pile here, blocking across there. That is going to be my frag. And the last item I've got is an IED. And the IED is going to be in the back of this car, and it will be remotely detonated. Next, I wanted to do patrol patterns, and I'm kind of wanting to randomize them, and so really want these guys kind of shifting corners. So they're going to be on opposite corners, but on an even roll, they're going to shift corners one notch counterclockwise. So every time they're ready to move, if I roll an even number, they're going to go one position counterclockwise. These guys over here, my sniper, on a 1-2, I'm going to be looking out off of this corner. On a 3-4, I'm going to be looking straight out this way. And on a 5-6, I'll be looking off down that direction. These guys here, they're going to patrol around, and when they get to any kind of an obstacle that they can go two ways, I'm going to have 3 guys with the night vision goggles go out around the outside. 2 guys will cut to the inside, and we'll do the same thing when we get over here. We'll circle around this way, we'll circle around this way, and they'll meet up and go back around. And that is the patrol phase.
So Andre's plans are now complete. I'm trusting that he went over the tripwires and everything.
I actually broke, Travis doesn't know this, but I laid out where my tripwires and IED are, and then I made that one segment. Then I did a separate segment explaining my movement of all of my patrols.
Nice.
Except for these guys and these guys.
They're just gonna, well, so anyone on a building is a sentry. They're just gonna face a random direction.
Okay. These guys, I meant to say, we're going to come up over here, up to the doorway, and back around and just loop like that.
Okay.
That's what my plan for these guys was.
Okay, and then the operators are gonna have the initiative in the first turn. So we begin. All right, so these guys moved here, they moved around. Andre might have given some incorrect information in his briefing. These guys, all the sentries, are a scatter dice. They're pointing in a random direction. There's no...
Silly me, I thought that there was no chance they'd be searching the back room for...
No, but for that moment in time, they might be turned around facing that direction. They're not necessarily, looking in there wondering if there's someone there. They're just facing away at that moment. So
I gotta get better help.
on my team, I brought in the operators here. Lieutenant Dan in his ghillie suit has come in over there. And that's it. So now we roll for initiative, Andre.
Okay.
And we're both at a 5 because you have Salim Al Salam and I have Downs. So you have the initiative.
Okay, so I can attack you.
You don't know we're here yet. So you're just going to continue scanning
move
and moving. You'll just continue scanning.
Move out.
And Andre's not going to have any commands. I will have some commands because I'm going to do some scanning, but...
So do I just go to...
Well, let me do
start
my
doing my
commands.
movement, or-
Well, it's command phase, so
Okay.
it's my command phase. You're not going to have any. So I don't know where Andre's put these tripwires, so I'm going to start scanning. So I'm going to have Driscoll here just scan this area on a command test. We pass. Is there a tripwire here, Andre?
No.
Okay. So we're going to move it up to the next. And this time we'll have Baldwin scan. We passed. Is there a tripwire there?
He's within 12 inches, and no, you are not on a tripwire.
Okay, and then the last one we'll have Downs scan that area there. We
So
pass.
he's at -1 for...
Yeah, so if he still passes.
Okay. And you still want to know if there's something there?
Yep.
No.
Okay. And I think that is it. So movement phase.
Go to the front of the
Movement
line.
phase. I was second, but I just moved Russell up to the front here, and then over here these 2 patrols just kept moving. They're facing that way. They're facing that way. These guys are facing over towards Klein. They're facing that way, this way, and that way. Next phase, or next turn. Ty. Okay, it's Andre again. So I'm not going to do any scanning this time. I know it's clear at least up to here. So movement phase. So everyone's just moved. Everyone's facing random directions. My operators have moved up behind the sand dune here, and we begin the next turn.
What?
Hey.
What?
I actually got the initiative. Initiative is the same because he has Salim al-Salam, who's a professional commander. The same as, actually I think you might even have a better than us. No, because we have downs. Okay, so I have the initiative. Command phase, I guess I should probably do some more scanning. So scanning time. So I got Russell, he's going to scan the first sector here. We're just looking for tripwires. He passes anything there.
Yep.
And then we're just going to scan this entire area with all of these guys.
So, give me. So what are you going like that with your next one?
Yep. Pass.
Nothing there.
Okay, and then the next one will be like up here. Pass.
Nothing there.
And the last one will be this area here. Pass.
Nothing there.
So no tripwires at all. And movement phase. My operators decided to stay put here. They have night vision goggles, guys, all over. So everyone else just kind of moved around. These guys are getting kind of close to Lieutenant Dan over here, but they have to get within 1 inch to spot him.
Dan, don't worry.
And we continue.
Dan don't care.
4 and 4. Actually, you getting the initiative is actually better for me in this because then I know which way you're facing. So you have the initiative.
Okay.
So I'm just going to stay put one more time. Otherwise, everyone's just kept moving. The patrols, Fangs of the Serpent is looking this way. I do know which way you are looking. I guess technically I shouldn't know which guys have what, but since I wrote the mission, it's kind of hard for me not to know that the Fangs of the Serpent have night vision.
I mean, you got scopes and night vision. It's not like you can't sit there and pick out and see who's got.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of hard to hide night vision.
It's a big thing on your head, man. All right, well then we move on.
It's a turban.
Oh, you got it again. So command phase. I'm actually going to scan during my command phase. I want to scan this area right here.
You're good.
Oh, I fail.
Oh.
So I was good, you said?
Yeah.
He gave it away. There's nothing there. But he tried to scan, so he can't do anything. But everyone else can, so movement phase. All right, so we have, what do we got here? Russell and Driscoll have run out this way. These guys are all facing away, thankfully. Over here, Downs and Baldwin are going to stay put because Downs tried to scan, failed. They're going to be a team, so they're just going to hang together. And that's it, Andre. So next, it's moving into position. And these guys are moving around the building here.
Hey, look at me. I get to go again.
What else is new? Part of the command phase. I had Baldwin scan this area, and he did see a tripwire there. I don't know what kind of tripwire.
He sees a little bit of tripwire right here.
Just there, or in this whole area?
It looks like it ends right here.
So nothing that direction?
So nothing that direction.
I gotcha. So there's a tripwire coming this way.
I did not say
I
that.
deduced it.
Did that make you a deuce?
I'm a deucer.
Deuce in the night?
Okay, well, then I will have... So if I start scanning with them and they face this way, I could be in trouble.
Boys!
But I know there's a tripwire here now. So now I just need to decide what the hell I want to do. That's it for command. I'm not going to actually scan with these guys because I have a feeling they may be spotted this turn, but we'll find out. So let's do the important ones here. Grab your scatter dice, Andre. So let's do these guys here. So they are looking this way.
You don't want to call that cocked?
Oh, it would land like that. But you have to roll to see if you spot them. Now let's check these guys with the night vision. Fangs of the Serpent are very important.
That's the nasty one.
So they're looking off that way. So they're not going to see them. So we're going to have to see if these guys happen to spot them. Before we do that, this guy actually has night vision. We'll see if he's... He's facing that
totally the wrong way.
And this guy here actually, we have this forest here. You can't really see through that.
Yeah, he's
looking
looking at this guy's butt.
Okay, butt gazer. All right, so we'll figure out what we need to roll here to see if he spawns. On a 6 up, these guys see him.
For one or each?
Both guys. No, they're spotted already.
Wow.
Oh man, now we're gonna go hot. We're gonna have to go in hard. All right, so these guys just moved tactically. Downs moved up behind this rock, screening himself off from that way, but seeing them. And Baldwin moved over, kind of half hidden behind the hill. These guys combat sprinted over to the truck. He's gonna get the first combat. Did you move your
No.
patrols? Okay, let's move those.
We kind of got distracted.
Okay.
I don't get
We'll
to
move
roll my
them.
misses first?
All right, so he's at a -1, and I'm at a 3.
Ooh,
Ooh,
a
that's
potential hit.
5. Okay, so I guess we'll say it. This guy here. No.
Nah.
And 2 suppression, but we don't care. And then we'll move the patrols. And now everyone's alerted. They know we're here. They know what direction we are. So you can start moving everyone as normal.
That's sprinted.
Well, I forgot I can shoot. No, I moved with these guys. I can shoot back with them. So I have a carbine with an underbarrel grenade launcher, and I have an SMG. So I'm going to do automatic fire with Downs with a submachine gun. It's quite long range, but I'm going to 0. Andre will be at a 2. Ooh.
Ouch.
So it'll be on this guy here with the blue jacket on.
So the 6. That's a hit. I'm good. And that's a tie, isn't it?
I'm at a 0, so a 4. Yeah, that's a tie. So 1 hit.
All right.
Down's got 1 hit. So a 4 plus, or is it? It's not a kill. So check to see if he is incapacitated. He is. Okay, next we're gonna have Baldwin fire his M4. Up here, we're in the first range interval. We have a red dot, which makes us a 7 -3. So is that 4?
Yep.
So that's a 9, and that is a, what, 7? So do the 3. Third of 4. No, that's a fail.
Alrighty.
And then
So-
another one. You can't beat that, huh?
I don't think so.
So then he's just dead. So we've taken them out. They combat sprinted. They can't fire. Now we roll initiative. Now it's going to be important who gets the
Give me my
initiative
dice
here,
back.
Andre.
Quit stealing my dice.
Here we go. You ready?
Oh, you want to get the initiative now, huh?
Yeah. Got it. I actually forgot to have Lieutenant Dan. He's going to fire and take out the guy wearing the night vision goggles. So I'm at a 7, and you're at a 2, but I'm at a 7 -2 just for everything. So I'm at a 5, and you're at a 2 here. So you're at an 8, and I'm at a 9. So I still got you.
Oh, I see how it is.
And it's a 3 plus for the heavy. Boom. He's toast. And then it does double suppression here on him. So he's going to have to take a test. Since he's solo. He passes. Okay, and that'll be it for the shooting, so he'll lose that. And okay, so I have the initiative. And command phase, I'm not going to put anyone on Overwatch.
I actually am.
Actually, I should put Lieutenant Dan on Overwatch, huh? So you're going to put some guys on Overwatch over there.
I got to roll for that though, right?
No, it's automatic.
Automatic.
Yep. And then I'm going to put Lieutenant Dan on Overwatch. So there's a chart we have to roll on for the ghillie suit. So we'll do that real quick. Since Lieutenant Dan fired once from the ghillie suit, anyone that faces his direction on a 6 plus will be able to spot him in his position. So other than that, we continue with the command phase. He just went on Overwatch. I put Lieutenant Dan on Overwatch, and now movement phase. So Baldwin and Downs, they both scanned again just to clear this area, and there's nothing there. So now we go to movement phase. On my move, the only 2 people I can move were Driscoll and Russell. They combat sprinted over here. He has guys on Overwatch with no night vision. So he's going to see if he can see him. Nope.
Yeah!
You almost fooled me there for a second, Andre. I kind of looked away for a second. Then I remembered. Okay, so they sprinted across, and it's Andre's move. All right, so just kind of interrupting here, but sniper moved down. These two guys are going to turn, and on a 6, they can spot Lieutenant Dan since he fired once. No, they do not spot Lieutenant Dan.
Okay.
Even though he's Sergeant Dan in this game, I keep calling him Lieutenant Dan, and I probably will never stop. So he's been promoted, Lieutenant Dan. Congratulations. So movement-wise, these guys move this way. These guys advance. They have night vision, so they move normally. These guys only move 3. We're saying the inside of this is lit up. That's why they've been moving 6. There's lights and stuff on. Sniper moved down the stairs. These guys obviously face that way. Those guys ducked back into the shack on top of the building, and I sprinted over, and these guys scanned, so they can't do anything. So the only shooting we really have is going to be, well, I have Lieutenant Dan, but he has a machine gun and an assault rifle.
Possibly the sniper.
He can't shoot if he moves.
Okay, then never mind.
So here we have a machine gun. It's going to fire automatic. Which one do you want to shoot? Downs or Baldwin? They're both going to be at -1. All right, he's firing it downs, so it's going to be -1 due to the nighttime. You're within 24, so that's not going to be a problem. And then -1 for the automatic, and then -1 more for being partially obscured. So -3, so you're going to be at 0, and I'm going to be at 3.
Okay, 3 shots.
Yep. So I can't possibly fail any of those. So nothing except 3 suppression. I guess you could force a test on him if you fire at him again with your automatic or your rapid fire assault rifle. But now the Fangs of the Serpent Professional is going to fire it downs. But this time it's going to be 2 against 3, so go ahead. Nothing. But he did force a check on downs, because that's 5 suppression, and that is his command, because he's a professional sergeant. So I got to take a test. And we pass.
Whew.
Boy, that would be embarrassing.
What about back here?
Are they within 24? No, they can't see past this.
Even
This
if we're up against it?
It blocks line of sight. If you're on the same level as it, it blocks line of sight. Lieutenant Dan over here, forgot he was on Overwatch. But we're going to try to put around through the back of this guy's head. So, I'm at a, let's see, 6, a 5, a 6 with the scope, and then we'll say -3. So I'm at a 3 against your 2. Here we go. Yeah, that's not going to do it. So nothing there. Dan missed. I can't believe it.
Wow.
And that's all the shooting. So back to initiative here.
Do these guys get another chance to...
Yeah, on a 5, they'll be able to spot him this time.
So that's not right now, that's...
Well, your shooting phase is over. So,
Oh, well, I'm just wondering if I spotted him.
well, we'll find out.
Okay.
So initiative. So I got it again.
Of course you did.
All right, so in the command phase, we might be doing this in the wrong order. But Andre's informed me in the trunk of this car, there's a large explosive. He already told me where it was, and I thought, well, maybe this should happen in the combat phase, which now that I know it's there, I can move. So on a 4+, we'll say it detonates.
But then I guess, having known that, I should have detonated it in the last combat phase.
Yes. So
Okay.
we'll just see if it
Here we
detonates or
go.
not. Oh no, it goes off. A gigantic bomb blows up, and I have 2 operators right there. All right, we've had some technical difficulties, but in the end, the IED went off, and Driscoll and Russell were killed in the explosion. That's almost half of my force destroyed. It's a shocking weapon as well, which means Andre automatically gets the initiative on the next turn. So yeah, it couldn't have gone worse there. Actually, you better check him, Andre. He might have been within 16. Actually, your entire building might have been within 16 of your IED. Now that
Well,
I
it's
think
a
about
16-inch diameter, right?
it.
So I was thinking 8-inch radius.
Yeah. Still 8 though might hit him. It's real close. Anyway, so yeah, that.
Well, I was going from center of trunk when I laid it out. I figured anybody behind the wall when I
Okay.
was pre-measuring.
All right. But yeah, that sucked. So I lost half of my operators. Driscoll and Russell are down, but I still got 2 guys and Lieutenant Dan left, so we continue on with the movement phase. All right, so they moved up. These guys have all advanced. Are you gonna move them?
Yeah.
Okay. First one we see, we're gonna roll to see if these guys can see Lieutenant Dan over there. No,
6.
still can't see him. And then he's gonna move these guys. I decided not to move. I'm just gonna sit here and shoot. These guys on Overwatch.
So I can just.
You can just move normally. Yeah.
Well, where do I have to come all the way out in the open to?
So those guys just moved up on the hill, and now it is the combat phase. So I guess I'll start out with Lieutenant Dan. It's going to be his 3rd shot. I want to take another shot over here. It's not very good odds of hitting him from there. I might have better odds of hitting him with downs. Lieutenant Dan is going to take the shot again on here. So I'm a 7 because of the scope, -3 because of the high wall. So 4 against 2. Come on, Dan. You can do it. Oh, I think I got you. Yeah, I'm at a 9. The most you can get with a 2 is a 6. If you rolled a 6.
That's actually an 8, but yes.
Okay. And then 3 plus. Boom. Fangs of the Serpent down. All right, Baldwin. We're going to have Baldwin fire his M203 grenade launcher right there. So that's going to be 2nd range interval. I need an 8, so I'm at a 6. A 5, so I need a 3 plus to land it. Come on, Baldwin. No! We scatter a D6, so it was going to be just kind of right in there. So let's see where we go. Come on, man. So 6 inches that way, that's going to be a miss. Nice shooting.
Got the tree.
Alright, so you can shoot now. So you have night vision here. So you got this guy and those 3 guys that can fire. So we'll figure out all the specifics.
Yeah.
So Andre's just going to rapid fire over here. He does have a Fangs of the Serpent with night vision. 2nd range interval, so in the end he was going to be at -1 with single shot, -2 against my 3. So he's just going to pump round after round and try to get our head, pin us down back here. So I'll just take a test with Baldwin. He passes. He's unfazed.
Unfazed.
And
okay.
the Overwatch guy, so you got 3. He's just going to fire normally, you know. So the Overwatch is passed, but you can shoot 3 shots. And you're going to be... That's actually maybe not too bad. So you're a... that's true. You have to check and see if you can see us at the moment here. What did we say you had to roll? Let's see here. Detection, a 6 plus. Yeah, he didn't make it, so he can't see us.
6 plus.
Yeah, to see if he can see us or not. You know we're here, but you can't see where we are.
Oh wow.
Because if you're 12 to 24 away, it's 6 plus. So you can't see me. So you can't shoot. And I guess that's it. That's all the shooting. So you automatically get the initiative since the IED went off. So command phase, Andre's initiative. We'll see. We'll just roll for these guys to see if they can see Lieutenant Dan. So on a 4 plus. Yeah, one of them can.
Does it matter? So can both of them shoot or just one?
Yeah, I guess they're together. Okay. So it is Andre's command phase. Do you have any commands? I know I do.
Is Dan still on Overwatch?
Yeah, he'll go back on Overwatch. That'll be one of my commands, but it's actually your command phase first.
Okay. I guess I'll go back on Overwatch here.
Okay. Well, those guys never got off Overwatch. Dan just lost Overwatch because he fired.
Right. So he's back on.
Yep. And then do you have any other commands?
No.
Okay, I have a command. 5 plus, or 5 less. So I do pull it off. So I'm going to call in a off-table asset. I won't tell you what it is, and I won't tell you where it's going. Why don't you step out and I'll tell everyone in the
Sure.
audience.
Everybody else gets to know.
Well, if I tell you where it's going and what it is, you're just going to get out.
I was going to move out of the way anyway.
Okay. So my off-table asset is the Predator Drone Hellfire Missile. So it's going to be a off-table asset, and I am going to drop it right onto this tent. So it has an 8-inch distance. It's a frag grenade with, I believe, a 3+ lethality. It's also shocking, which means I'll get the initiative automatically on the next turn. So that is what Downs is going to do. He's contacting the drone operator, and he's targeting this tent. We'll say right at the end of this tent here with an 8-inch frag. And hopefully that'll do some damage. It'll get me the initiative back, and it won't destroy the building, so we can still have a chance to get in there and try and capture Salim al-Salam, who has somehow escaped capture or death this entire campaign. That's not normal for a number 2 in a terrorist organization to live that long, but this guy has, so back to it. So movement phase. Andre is just lining the wall here with terrorists. The squad that was over here has moved this way. I moved Baldwin tactically back behind, a little bit more behind the wall, or the hill, and Downs just tactically moved up this way a little bit. And it is now combat phase, which means Andre gets to go first. So what do you want to do first, Andre?
So I can shoot now?
Oh, Lieutenant Dan moved as well. He did a sniper crawl in his ghillie suit. So he's now undetectable, but he can't shoot this turn.
Okay, so for firing...
Yep, you got shooting to do.
Well, let's see if any of these guys can see...
Okay, so no night vision here. So this guy here. Nope. 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 These guys over here. How about this guy here?
They got night vision.
Oh, that's right. You got night vision. Fangs of the Serpent.
We got these 2 guys here, though.
Okay, this guy here. Oh, this guy can see.
Alright.
Okay, so he can shoot. So you're at...
So he can shoot, or both of them can shoot?
I would say just that one guy, since you don't have night vision.
Okay.
So he's a 3 minus... So he's going to fire 1 shot, 1 aim shot at Downs. He's at a 0, or 0, and I'm at a 4 because I went tactical. So I can't possibly lose that. Now we got these guys over here. Alright, so with all the modifiers, he's going to be pretty much unhittable. But he can't put enough suppression on me to make me take a test, which we pass. Now it is our shooting phase, the operators. Baldwin's going to fire an M203 round right there. Second range interval. What did I say I needed? I needed an 8 till I hit a spot. I'm a 6, I'm a 5, so I need 3+. Oh, we nailed it.
3+. I
Yep.
thought you had to go under in this game.
So the Fangs of the Serpent and this guy are just outright killed in the blast since they're within 1 inch. And a 4+, the last guy behind the car gets it. No. See if he's incapacitated. He is. So Baldwin's taking care of them. Downs. What is Downs going to shoot at? He's got a submachine gun, so he's got a 10-inch range interval, which is not great. So Downs with the submachine gun firing at them is going to be 2s against 2s when it's all said and done. But I do get 3 shots, and I'm going to shoot at that guy there.
So I just need the 6, right?
Oh, you need to match. We're equal, so
Oh, so I could roll a 1. Or not.
beat that.
That's auto. So 2 on the 6. That's a hit on me, isn't it?
Okay. So it's going to be a... We'll roll this one again. He rolled the 2
Well,
there. We'll just say the 2 was this one.
I was definitely pointing here.
Okay, so
Oh!
the dice gods have no mercy. So he's just dead because he took 2 hits. I was going to say I had to roll a 5+.
Teach me to be honest about it.
So this unit has taken 3 suppression. So you have to take a test. You pass because you have a sergeant. All the squads have a sergeant automatically, a militia sergeant. Okay, so that's it. Dan can't shoot. Initiative. Okay, I got it. Command phase. I do not have any commands. Actually, Yeah, I'm gonna put Dan on Overwatch,
Okay.
and then we'll see if Andre has any commands. These guys move tactically down the hill, and they're all rushing forward. So shooting phase. So now my thing comes in, but now you've moved away. I should never showed you where I was measuring from, because Andre noticed it and obviously immediately moved out of the way. So I made a mistake there.
Actually,
Showed my hand a little bit.
no, I was just rushing your position.
So it's gonna go off. I have a bomb blowing up right here.
Oh,
It's not gonna hit anything, but it will give me the initiative next turn
sweet.
because it's a shocking weapon, just like that IED weapon.
I quite honestly thought you were gonna drop it. You were gonna blow
No,
up.
it was
this
gonna
way.
hit right here. That's why I was measuring like, and then I thought, what am I doing this for? Andre's just gonna, why is he measuring on a random spot from that tent?
I saw you and I thought, oh, I wonder if that's something. But honestly, this movement had nothing to do with that.
All right, so it's gonna be just regular combat phase. So first I'll start off with Lieutenant Dan. He's gonna see if he can pop one of those guys on the building there. 5, I don't think he can beat that. So it's just auto hit. 3+. No.
Oh, Dan.
Come on, Dan.
Dan's having a bad day.
Well, he's fired 3 times.
Oh, honey.
It's just a wound. But you do take 2 suppression, but that's not enough for a test. So, let me think what I want to do next. I'm going to throw 2 frags. So I'm going to have Downs throw 1 there. It's in the second range interval. So that's going to be, it's just within 12. So I'm at a 5 minus 1 for a 4. So actually I need a 4+ with Downs to land the frag. Between those 2 guys, nope. So that's going to scatter that way 5 inches. Hey, that might actually hit those guys.
That looks like a well-placed shot. So you're right about there. So
one of them is
dead
hit.
and
On a 4+, the sniper's down. Yep. Well, it was a hell of a scatter. Good job there, Alan. Now this one, I'm going to say another -1 for the truck, so I need a 5+ to land it. So I'm kind of landing it closer to the machine gunner. Nope. Scatter, come on. 2 inches that way, so it's probably still going to be...
it's going to take him out.
It's still going to hit him, but not the other guy. But it does do 2 shock on him, so take a test.
Even though he's a sergeant?
Alright, so he's a sergeant. We're saying the last guy's alive is going to be
He got promoted as soon as the other guy got hit.
You're in charge. Okay, so you're shooting phase now.
All right.
So you got to see figure out what you can see. He still needs a 3+ to see since he has no night vision. So this guy doesn't see. Nope. This guy can see.
The guy that's farthest away.
It's just -1 to hit from this range for night vision or nighttime. So 1 shot. 2. You're at a 2. So you're at a 4, and I'm at a 3. I'm at a 4 actually because I'm tactical, which gives me a +1.
Okay.
So nothing there. So that is it for the shooting. Now, since it was a shocking weapon, the bomb that went off.
Well, hang on. I got my dudes over here.
Oh yeah,
I got shot at, so...
okay, see if you can see Dan. 1 guy can see Dan. Okay.
Okay. So, firing back at Dan.
Yep.
So, 1 shot.
A 4. So you're going to be a 3 minus. You're -2, so at a 1. So you're at a 5. And I am at a 3. I got it.
Yes, he did.
So Dan is safe, and it will be the operator's turn initiative now on the next turn. Crater from the Hellfire missile, and initiative goes to me. Do you have any commands, Andre? Do I have any commands? I guess I'm first. I don't have any more off-table assets. We'll let Andre decide if he has any commands. So all these guys have gone on Overwatch, which is really the only way Andre is going to get a shot at me. So if I move up, he can definitely shoot at me. I am out of frags. I don't have enough firepower to kill all 3 of them. Someone's going to get a shoot back at me, if I can be seen. So movement phase. So these guys are outside of 6, so on a 3+ they can see this guy here. Yep. Yep. So everyone can see. So you're going to be at -1 for the Overwatch. He's going to have another -2 for the truck. Unless you're shooting at him. So who's shooting at who? I guess we should determine first. You get one shot each.
I'll just put them all.
And they move tactically, by the way.
All right there.
All on to downs. All right.
Yeah.
This got to be at -2. So 1. So that's a 6. Man.
Yeah.
So I need a 2+. Hey, that's a
No,
scatter dice.
it's a 1.
What the?
An arrow.
So we pass. Okay. So I'm at 4 because I went tactically. So the other 2 guys are at 2s. We roll that one. So a 5.
5 and a 4.
Okay. So I'm at a 4. So this one here. Got it. Got it.
Nothing to it.
Downs. He's the man. So you can finish your movement if you have anything left. These 3 guys beat feet. They got into the building. That was their move. And
My main man with his night vision is going to move up to the window here with those other 2 dudes
okay.
and spot for them.
That's right. You got 2 guys. Well, I'd say it's 2 guys per window. So,
Okay.
or 1 in the door, 2 guys per window.
So anyway, he'll spot for the 2 guys without the goggles or.
Okay. And then for combat phase, so these guys are still out of line of sight because this patch of woods here is blocks line of sight down here. So until I move out in the road, the guys in that building there can't see anything, but they are on Overwatch. So it's my combat phase.
Yep.
I'm going to fire M203 in here. So they're hiding just around the corner. I'm going to try and land one right in the door there. Which we do.
Boom.
So they're toast. So Baldwin saw him run in there. He said, I don't think so. Fired a grenade, took him out. He's going to fire at the window. I don't know what good that's going to do. We'll say -3 to hit you. That's like 3rd range interval. Man, that's going to be a tough shot. And I don't have nearly enough to cause a suppression, but I might get lucky. So the guy at the door, or the guy in the window, not Salim al-Salam, the guy with him. I don't think he can possibly lose to those. I'm a 5, -3, -1. So I'm like at a 1.
That wasn't such a bad shot.
So that is a hit on the guy next to Salim al-Salam. But it doesn't do anything. See if he's incapacitated. He is.
Of course he is.
So the guy next to Salim al-Salam took a serious hit. He's down on the ground thrashing around. And now we roll for...
Does the guy at the door get to shoot?
Yeah. Yep, go ahead. Salim al-Salam himself could actually shoot.
Oh, well.
I can't kill him though, so that's why I didn't shoot at him. He'll be at 1.
And I rolled a 3.
So nothing. So Salim al-Salam is actually a professional commander, so he's going to be at a 5, I believe. -1.
Still got a 6.
Salim al-Salam can't shoot.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
5 plus 1.
All right, 2+. We got it because we're 4 because we went tactical. But that's still not enough suppression to force a test. So now let's roll initiative, Andre. We're coming in. Beat that.
Haven't in a while.
No.
Ooh.
So you have the initiative. So command phase. Do you have any commands? So I moved up here tactically. We're just coming across. The guy in the building with the machine gun is going to fire. And this is all part of the normal. So 2 on each guy. So do it like that. So he's going to be at 3. He can be at 0s. So that's going to be a 6. So let me roll that one. I'm at a 4. So that's
Okay, you're
saved.
good on all of them then.
Yeah, I can't possibly miss. Because the
Yep.
+1 for my defense for moving tactical makes it almost impossible to hit me. I take 4 shock, but that's not going to be enough. So we're going to shoot back the underbarrel grenade launcher from Baldwin. So that's like the third range interval. Give you a -2 again. Yeah, I need an 8. Pretty much I need a 6 to stick the grenade right where I want it. Come on, Baldwin. No, not even close, man. I think it probably just sails over. So we'll just say it just misses. If it doesn't hit the door, it's not going to do anything. And weren't you going to fire with? You never fired with Salim al-Salam.
Overwatch, yeah. Which, honestly, at the angle where
Okay.
you guys were coming around, he maybe just didn't have a shot.
All right, initiative. Coming up. Man, lost it again. So Andre has the initiative yet again. So no shooting this phase. Salim al-Salam and his boys have just rearranged themselves in the room here. Lieutenant Dan and his spotter have run off the hill. They do have pistols. They can't fire their sniper rifles really if they move, but they do have pistols. Over here, Baldwin and Downs have sprinted over here, which is out of line of sight of the machine gun in this building. And that's it. All right, Andre, here we go. Initiative again, right?
Again?
Yeah.
You think you're bad.
Yeah, we got it.
You got it.
We bad. They're just hiding in the building. Movement's over. These guys moved up. Dan and his spotter moved up. Everyone else went on Overwatch. The entire enemy force. Now we're just trying to get in a position. Here we go, Andre. Ooh. Okay, we got it.
You got it.
What the hell are we going to do now?
I have no...
So I just moved up. He's just sitting, standing fast in the building on Overwatch. So I need to figure out how the hell am I going to get him out of there. Should have brought a breaching charge. That could have helped quite a bit. All right, Andre, I guess we're back to initiative. Because Dan just hopped over. Baldwin and Downs are moving up. I got it again. So Lieutenant Dan and his spotter moved to that window. Downs moved to that window. Baldwin moved around that way to cover the backside. He's got a guy with a pistol on Overwatch here.
Pistol shot.
The bag man. So he can't
That's
beat that 'cause
nothing.
I'm tactical. And then you got a guy with the AK. Well, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they could have lost anyway, but maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry. Okay, now you can move. So that was his Overwatch responding to my move. Now he can actually start moving.
Okay,
All right,
so-
so before he can run out, still technically my movement and tactical, I'm going to have the spotter for Dan throw a stun grenade and see if I can stun the bag man and that guy. So we'll say -2 trying it through that window. That's probably not going to make it, but it is going to scatter inside the room. So it should hit someone, right?
You would think.
So it'll just come over here. So it just
takes
hits
out the bag man.
What doesn't take him out, but it stuns him. So his stats are going to be 1. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to have. So it's actually your movement now, Andre. Okay. So the only one stunned is the bag man. Right. Salim al-Salam, and then 2 of the henchmen have run out the door. Bagman stunned, he can only go an inch, so he's moving towards the door, blinded and confused. And that's it. Oh, these guys came out of their little hiding spot, finally. And they are going to try to cover Salim al-Salam on his escape. Initiative, Andre.
Is this important?
This one's important. Oh.
Oh, you nailed it.
We nailed it, but what do we do?
Well, you don't let me run off.
Do you have any commands? I don't think I have any commands.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so a straight to movement. Lieutenant Dan is tactically slid over this way. He's going to throw a stun grenade. See if we can keep those guys from jumping over the fence. We do. So they're all 3 stunned, so they can't move but an inch, so they can't possibly make it over. Other movement. My movement phase. Downs crawled through the window. He's going to charge the bag man, try to subdue him. The spotter ran around. be funny if all this time the guy who finally captured Salim al-Salam is the unnamed spotter. Well, first Downs is we're gonna combat this guy. So I'm at a 7, you're at a 3. And
Ooh.
8. Oh man.
I can do it.
Oh god.
All I need is a 6.
Okay, oh man, Downs taken down by the Bagman. All right, so we're gonna choose to capture and subdue the Bagman. So Downs has knocked him out, put zip ties on him. So over here, this is going to be a little bit closer fight. So I got the spotter versus Salim al-Salam. I still have the advantage. I'm a 6 against your 4. I got you. I beat Salim al-Salam. So we're going to choose to capture him. Of course, we got to get through your other 2 guys first. So how's that going to work? If I have him on the ground, are your guys... Oh, they're stunned. They're all stunned. So you were actually at a 1 on that fight, not a...
Oh.
Because they were stunned.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've captured those 2. So your movement phase, Andre. Yep.
The guys up there, they're going to boogie down into the lower part of that building.
Okay, so these guys are going to go down the hatch.
Yep.
Oops. Into the building. And shooting phase. So I had moved Baldwin around to take a grenade, but they moved out of the way. I don't have any shooting. I'm not sure you can shoot because I guess you can try to take out the spotter if you want. I don't know how it'll work. So Andre charged me. The spotter, he lost. No way he could possibly win, but they had no option, so they charged in and got cut down by the spotter, who's the most badass operator of all the operators we have. He captured Salim al-Salam, took out 2 henchmen. We've got the Bagman. Now we got to get off the board. So Andre's got guys in here. And
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I don't think you can stop me.
Got one thing I want to try.
All right, let's roll initiative then. I got it again. So we need to start hauling these guys out of here. So the tripwire went off. I came out the door with the Bagman and Downs. Baldwin ran over to help, tripped the tripwire. So a 5 up at lethality you have to roll.
Okay.
So do Downs first. He's not killed. But yeah, Baldwin is hit and he's down. But I still got Downs and the Bagman.
Do I have to roll for the Bagman?
Yeah, you probably should, since he got hit with the frag as well. Bagman's killed in the explosion. So there's no getting the Bagman, but we still have Salim al-Salam. But we have lost 3 operators. So, now do you think you can stop me?
Oh, that was the only thing I thought. Those guys were just to try and make you think it was actually something real. The tripwire was the only thing I had left.
So I hit the tripwire. I lost Baldwin, sadly. And that's the end of the game. Andre can't possibly stop Downs and the 2 snipers from getting Salim al-Salam off the board. So we'll come back and wrap it up. So the final butcher's bill here. Sadly, Baldwin, Driscoll, Russell, all KIA on this mission. Yeah, that was brutal. The IED took out Driscoll and Russell. Tripwire frag took out Baldwin and the Bagman. But the heroic spotter and his able assistant, Lieutenant Dan, were able to capture Salim al-Salam alive.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. He's going to give us some really good intel on this nuke, I'm assuming. Once we hand him over to the Dubalans for interrogation, they'll find out where the nuke is. So it was a high toll to pay in cost of operators, but a partially successful mission would have been better to capture the Bagman alive as well, because he probably had information.
Obviously had some financial intel or connections,
but at least it wasn't a complete failure. We did capture Salim al-Salam, which I'm happy about. And yeah, so what do you think, Andre?
Tough mission for you.
Very tough. The IED, man, was brutal.
You gave me a lot of toys to play with. And
That's just because it's been so easy for the operators. It's like they need more. The other guys need more stuff. So you got all the tripwires. You got the high command commander
Yeah.
for Salim Al Salam.
I would say this was pretty much a straight on, pretty fair fight.
That's what we want. That's exactly what we want.
Well, yeah, it was. It was pretty well balanced. I honestly, you didn't do exactly what I thought you would, but I did manage to accidentally spot you fairly early on.
Well, yeah, my plan was I was kind of hoping to get a couple guys around and maybe position some guys here, have Dan here, maybe some guys in the front. But yeah, I got spotted, third turn in?
Well, and that wouldn't have worked anyway because my patrol was coming around and then they split two ways and we're going to go around like this. I mean, you'd have been waiting forever for them to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
You'd have been spotted by somebody.
Well, maybe.
I got two sets of night vision
That's true.
eyes over there.
Yeah. The night vision really helped you.
Without the night vision, there's no way. I mean, you could have you'd have just had to move slow enough, like you were doing along here. I'm guessing you were thinking I was going to definitely put one up here.
I thought you were.
It was like, well, I could put one up there, but he's just going to find it.
Yeah.
So why bother?
I guess I should have scanned this area. But I saw you run out the door, so I'm thinking, all right. But
And
yeah,
I did run out the door this way.
yeah, I didn't think about it. I thought, okay, he came out, it must be clear, but no, it was actually probably Downs himself that set it off.
Yeah, no, it was, right from the corner right to the edge of that box, so there was a clear pathway there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Where was your other stuff?
Well, you found the illuminating one here. You found the IED.
Yeah, I definitely found that one.
This dot right here
Uh-huh.
to right there
That was
is
another
another tripwire. Actually, that's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be the last
Yeah,
elimination.
that's the only one you didn't locate.
So I found one the easy way and two the hard way. Well, the IED, it's like, how am I going to spot an IED in a trunk? I guess maybe a wire sticking out. I don't know.
I mean, if you'd have searched there, I would have had to have told you it was there,
Yeah, I think so.
but you didn't.
At that point, it's like I had to get to cover.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about the IED or anything at that point. It's like I got to get from this truck over to that car now.
And I honestly didn't think you were. I thought you were going to try and just outmaneuver these dudes. And you've got this nice chunk of cover here. You had the cars here. I was pretty sure you were just going to slip up here over into the woods behind the cars and try and make your entry. That's what I was expecting. This was just shit. If it was me, I would love to come around and run the assault from this back corner here where nobody's expecting it, which...
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, with all those patrols, you got a pretty good sized chunk of guys assigned to that patrol.
Yeah.
And plus you said that they were going to split up. It's like, man, okay.
Well, I wanted to keep you...
Be all over the place.
It's one thing having a patrol, but if it's a predictable patrol, your opponent's just gonna measure it out and know,
Right.
okay, this is and just time it. But by giving them, it was a predictable route, but I knew sometime by the time they got somewhere into there, I was pretty sure splitting them over here was going to throw you off because I figured they'd be split about the time your assault hit. And by having them split, I'm losing some of my night vision, but I was pretty sure to have at least one group where you couldn't target them, so I could react to whatever you were doing.
Yeah.
And I thought perhaps, because I did the same thing. One group came behind here. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not notice that.
But that was the same thing, is if you did get somebody back behind me, I'd have one group that could react to it or at least keep you from coming over the wall.
Yeah, it was a good plan. It was a good game. I came down to the very end. I thought I was scot-free until Andre informed me of the tripwire. I got this. I'm in the clear. I got the bag man. I got Salim House. No, there's a tripwire. Ah, shit. So I lost another operator. I lost the bag man.
Yeah,
But we got this bastard, Salim Al Salam, so I'm happy about that.
And I wasn't sure that, you're right here. I wasn't sure you weren't just going to drag everybody around this way.
I thought about it. I actually thought about bringing Downs and this guy this way. I'm thinking, but then I could have Baldwin grab him, and together they could move him, and then that's when I hit the tripwire.
If you'd have managed to have evaded that tripwire, I would have been absolutely amazed.
Yeah, didn't happen. Oh well. That's life in Dubalah, my friend. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up for tonight. So it's been a good game, and we got Salim Al Salam finally after many tries, and we'll be back next time we play. We'll be possibly playing the Find Oliver mission, which is going to include Arbok and Shadow Spear, trying to recover Oliver from the clutches of Arbok and the terrorists. So check out our Patreon page if you want to. We got some cool stuff on there. If you're in Chain of Command, we're playing the which one are we playing? I keep forgetting the name of it. Comp Group Von Luke campaign on there for patrons. We also have a Facebook group that's rapidly growing. I think we've almost got 100 new members in like the last 3 weeks.
Sweet.
Maybe it has something to do with the virus. People are bored. It's like, let's go on Facebook and see what kind. But yeah, so check those two things out. We'd appreciate it, and we appreciate all the patrons we have and all the guys that are already on the Facebook group as well. And with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off. So we'll see you next time.